with anything. Now they've got to go looking.
Curious smoke bloomed up around A lobby as well, right? And this kind of puts Jitboys in a precarious position as he gets stunned up. The kill now heading over onto Francis, but also the sight for Talon.
Yeah, look at the damage though that's already being delivered to these Nongshim members. 3 of them low, all going for the flank. A gate crash available, but right now it's the spike that Talon are not even, caring to stay on the side itself. They want these fights.
And that was a really great flash coming out from Persia as well. It does keep Talon pinched into this B site where Demi comes in, slays them down with a triple. Killua trying to fight for his life right now, but the spike getting stuck just does not do him any favors. The round picked up in a dime by Nongshim.
I think this is going to be was there, and they favor themselves going for this, but against Margaret with a shotgun.
Oh, but he gets tagged straight through the cyber cage as Talon swarms this garage position. Just Francis to try to spray and fend them off, but to no avail. The spike still going down on the C site. Nongshim all around though, but the spams as well. Persia fighting one through.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Cruz. He's been accidental there.
Spike planted.
You got the wall up now as well, just for Talon to hold. They're still trying to keep pressure around this garage.
Remember, difference, Breach versus Teo. You got flashes and an aftershock for Francis.
And also the stuns, but the flash coming back out from Thigh. He's trying to keep Nongshim at bay, which allows for Primi to then spray down this choke point. 2 kills, a third from Thigh, and just Persia left. He's gonna push out of the smoke, the barrel spotted. Killua finds it, and Talon.
Well, do anything, and now you have to take a knee as Nongshim.
What are you going to do? I mean, they're taking a bit of a knee, but they're also pushing out a C-long, and it's just one where Thigh has everything covered.
Yeah, to see, for later when there's proper rounds, what sort of changes Margaret will have with these Cypher setups.
That will be quite crucial, Komodo, but for now, it's just Talon having their way with things into the site, trying to get the spike planted, but Ivy not too bad for a bit of damage. Just Persia now, heading back in.
Yeah, would have been good if Ivy was able to find more than one. Because now gets just a little bit more problematic for the likes of Persia, where, I mean, you'd see maybe Thigh look for a kill here to be one away from the ultimate on the Omen. Primi's already got the dimensional drift, which coming in towards the next gun round is going to be quite huge, so that kill at the end is just a bit...
This is getting a nice feeling tingly.
Yeah, immediately, right now, this will tickle you a little bit if you are Nongshim potentially, when you've got a dimensional drift going your way in middle. Oh, it works out, but it's immediately back, and that was the kill that Darnby needed. The fact that Jitboys gets 2 here turns things a little bit upside down for Nongshim, but maybe, just maybe, Margaret and Ivy can bring it back.
Hey, a little bit too early into the peak of B site, but it also kind of alleviates pressure onto A for then the spike to get delivered over. Primi, though, looking for the 1v1s, and he takes them. Just Margaret left. He's been having a great game for the recent matches, but right now, 1v2, can he live up to these expectations? Kind of walks into the crosshairs, that one. Tough situation and
breathing issues potentially, adjustments more importantly to be made for Nongshim coming into the depths of this round of this map where there's some damage already delivered around A.
Okay, that is a lot of damage, Komodo. Look at that sheriff shot, just in case, maybe. Talon, though, already in towards garage, creating some pressure, pulling rotations over onto the C site, and here comes Danby. Overdrive might have expired, but he's still got that sheriff, and he's good for 1. Jitboys trades right back.
Yeah, but you got to remember, Ivy is gone as well, and now with the neural theft, that's all the information that Talon need to book it towards the A site. However, they will be met by Persia there nice and early. Disrespect this smoke and look for the lurk of Primi.
It's decent timing though, but that grab net still landing the shot square on. Killua to trade right back as well. And then for Primi on this lurk position, just completely cutting off rotation.
At the moment, so drone used, dart still available, but Hunter's Fury, if you're thinking about it, that's on the other side of the map where Talon are now posting up for a C hit.
Right, and Jitboys just evaded that drone as well, so Nongshim don't really have a good idea, and Primi just opened things up onto the C site. Flash already drawn out as well. The hit's still not committing.
30 seconds to go. Ivy needed to win this duel against Jitboys. He was doing really well for the lurk a little bit early on. 20 seconds to go. Spike to make its way here. Darnby's in the heavens. Persia's with this operator. It's not the greatest weaponry for a retake.
Not too bad though with the spam so far. Darnby a bit of damage over, but Primi just fires right back, and now just down to Persia. Primi's already gotten him spotted. How quick!
Be able to do so, but it just didn't align that Primi was challenging in through towards mid.
Rather unfortunate, and that's why it was such a good call by Cruz to take that round rather slow as well, but this time with the confidence going in a little bit quicker into... It would take a royal fess up, a royal blunder from Talon to mess this one up, but still decent chance. Off towards the fights around the back lines. Danby initiates a bit of utility into garage again. Not too bad though, but still the trades from Thai.
And again in scrims to get down right. And they're going to have a free sight for the plant. A lurk again from Jit Boys, and he's just always good for one at the moment.
I was just gonna say, Francis had found that one kill, that would have been rolling thunder, but Jit Boys just keeps Nongshim on their toes! Second kill, Persia to trade. Not too bad, but still a tough position to be in.
I mean, you got to consider that Killua has an Armageddon. Salvos eventually will come back online. It's just another round where you're not doing anything, and Premi's found one again.
Well, Davi's certainly going to try at the very least until Cruz.
At the moment, Talon, they've got the song that's in their ears, and they are not
What
stopping.
would that song be?
What would the song be?
Yeah, give me a song.
I'm not that fluent in Thai music.
It doesn't have to be Thai music.
I don't know.
Come on. Down to bait reactions out from Nongshim, if anything.
It's good timing, actually, on the dark cover. Spotted out Ivy, and you just found him.
Once again, Jit Boys slip through the cage and spots Davi's back as he tried to reposition. Now Thai creates some pressure onto C. If you're Nongshim, where do you rotate? You're not entirely sure. Neuro Theft comes in as well, and oh, Killua, don't do it. No. Oh! Another kill. Just Francis left, and you just feel it's like you're down in the dumps.
It's timing and understanding at the moment from Talon. No one's really overstepping from them. They're being very patient, aggressive when they need to. The lurks from Jit Boys have been sensational. The timing from Killua there.
Jit Boys right now, and both of these players are around this A site. You got 3 from Nongshim though, and they're gonna peek into Primi at any point. There it is.
Finally, there's an opening frag the way of Nongshim. They've taken down the raid boss in Primi. With 40 seconds to go, you're pivoting to this C site. You're tempting with Margaret. Francis is there. They could deploy a Rolling Thunder with 30 seconds to go to stave off this round.
Very good chance for it. Oh, Francis, what's the call though? He's already hovering around site. He's up towards logs right now. Persia finds one down middle. Arma for a save instead. Jit Boys though, still silently skulking around. Another kill for Margaret. Why not? But oh, Jit Boys.
Nongshim need the guns, essentially. I mean, they'll have a buy in the next round. They need all that they can get, so 3 aren't giving them the light of day.
And Talon are just reacting and calling so quickly off of the extremities of the map right now. Back into it again.
You can't be missing those shots as Darby and Cruz respectively here.
Noting all the positions. Nongshim maybe setting themselves up for sort of a retake. Decent kill now from Primi. A second one going his way. You don't even have an opportunity to use the Hunter's Fury to deny Spike Plant at this point.
You'd have to save. You honestly have to save here as well for Nongshim. You need to make sure that your credits are deployable for the rest of the team next round. So Persia's going to be dropping something. You're again not playing with the economy of Talon whatsoever.
All Primi.
Yeah, you take him down, but it's still a 2 versus 5 now. 1 versus 4. Like, yeah, it's just not achievable for Nongshim.
I'm worried for his stats. That's why I said Primi.
Primi's stats? I mean, the way that he's going right now, whoever of our analysts and hosts predicted Primi on the duelist, they put him in their build diff team. Nice. Now Ivy is probably going to be put 6 feet under as well.
Okay.
Maybe not. No.
Kind of keeps himself afloat. A little bit further.
Where were these frags earlier, Ivy?
No.
It's Margaret instead.
So no neural theft. He does get away though. Killua from Garage, unfortunately not able to come up with the goods. That said though, Jit Boys will regroup with his team just to mark down these angles now, trying to block them off at the choke points. Or here comes Dambi with the overdrive as well. Relay both in, and they're trying to keep themselves alive, but still gunned down, blazed down by Nongshim now. Just Primi left, and he's low HP. This round should be heading Oda the other way, but Primi still keeping Nongshim on their toes. 2 kills. He's still good on the 1v1s. Nongshim though.
You're scared though. You see Primi down sewers. That's going to scare Nongshim a little bit.
Well, scared, or you'll take more members into this one fight, and they do just that.
Yeah, but he still takes one down with him, and it's Darby first.
4v4, you still have your initiator. You can kind of cook things up somewhere.
This is interesting for Talon. Running the double senti, choosing to go for some little bits of information in the mid rounds here. Ivy, I don't know how he's gotten away with that one. That was risky business. But
close.
Now you've got a 4 versus 3, and again, Talon want to still go in mid, and it's gorgeous for them. They might get a double here.
They have the numbers, they have the confidence from the previous duels being won, so why not go for it? Cruz now finding the headshot. Got Killua spotting them out towards the back as well, the double kill. Stinger as well. for Nongshim.
Yeah, I mean, Talon were able to get the stinger round successful. So going against 140 each shot, Primi. He's essentially just won the round with those 2 kills and even the tag onto Danby. You can't slide in with 10 HP on a stinger, you would assume.
Absolutely not. Clapped through. Your entire force buy hinged upon this, but it just got broken apart. Decent kill from Ivy, though, but you still have Primi around the site.
Yeah, Primi's still here, calling for the cavalry as well.
Thigh nearby for flashes if needed. You got this little edge around the smoke. Margaret, though, will be able to play close range.
Smoke's gonna fade.
Primi out through the other side, and Danby looks to equalize. Cruise up from the top. And, well, Jitboy's with the judge. It's a little bit tough in terms of range, but down the drops. It's going to be Margaret trying to trace through. It doesn't quite go all the way that he wants. Margaret now with an outlaw. One shot is all it took, but still the low HP. Tough again, but decent economical damage.
Yeah, it's a nice try in for Nongshim there, but unfortunately as
the outlaw can just certainly delete a couple players as well. 2 of them on light shields for Nongshim.
Well, at least they do diff Primi this time. I say diff. Has to adjust between the Teo back towards the breach, where I was expecting a lot more setups from him for Danby, for example.
The thing is, do you expect there to be a judge inside of Garage, or for Talon to continue pushing out of B as well? Cruz.
This is a risky one, but I don't mind it.
Oh, and he sidesteps in with the 2nd kill. The Stinger doing wonders. But he walls himself up just to keep himself somewhat alive. Nongshim then to play with caution. Shrouded steps over. Margaret to receive. And Ivy to find the final kill. Nongshim
Seeing a lot more changes of position, of utility from Talon on this defense's side as well. They're not scared to waltz together through mid.
There you go.
Be going into a potential killer Armageddon if you're spotted. If that goes from the top of A lobby toward long, well, you're Shrek'd.
You just removed Killa, so no need to worry about that for now. Great place shot from Danby, who has been the star duelist of the team, needing to put up huge numbers for this map as well. Hot flash from Primi, stays alive, still skulking around the site. Francis, though, coming back in with the entire team, just decimates Talon. If you're able to throw Primi off, that could work wonders for your team. Primi, though, just steps into the right line at the right time.
Wait,
dimensional drift as well.
Dami actually got picked up by the Annihilation.
Uh-oh, that just does not bode too well for Nongshim. Persia, though, trying to keep themselves alive, trying to stick the spike down as well, but Primi out for the clone. In with the angle being held as well. Cruz then with the grab net coming back up. That could work out huge, but 2v3. The kill's not going their way. Primi and Kill have fallen. Francis.
Yeah.
Ivy a little bit as well.
Absolutely. Talk about getting some confidence. Oh, okay. hang on. Maybe. No. Never mind.
Right on through. TP's away, 20 seconds then for the hit. The barrier mesh coming up at the right time. You got the right clicks through as well, but not too bad. Nongshim able to just absolutely overwhelm the
ability.
Nongshim still just hovering around.
It's risky though, because Primi wants to do it off the back of the camera. That is gorgeous, and they can get out of this one as well.
Oh,
job's done. You've taken out 2 members. Amber, you have to see Persia doing a lot here.
Well, in position so far. Sidesteps, got the flash as well. Primi coming back in, and Danby, he's equalized the numbers.
Okay.
Ivy down towards the back as well.
And now you switch to post plant. You still got that ult. As I said, you got it from the shadows for Persia. You can one-way the site.
Really good chance. Just got to spam right through. Hunter's really ripping out. Oh, it's just thigh left. And he's just trying to keep himself alive.
He got tagged.
70 HP. Okay, gate crashes away. A little bit of information for Nongshim to then really collapse into the site. Great timing on the barrier mash, but Persia just slips through. The rest of the team as well, but Killua finds the first kill. Off to the next as well, though, as Danby now slides back in. Opening kill. Watching for at least while Thigh as well as Chit Boys methodically clear every single angle. Danby first done. Rolling Thunder baited out. And unfortunate for Chit Boys, he doesn't get away alive.
That's got to be the call now.
Close range kills as well, but you're working against Danby.
Salvos though, sub 30 seconds to go to try and get this plant down in towards the trapwire as well.
Oh,
the judge is just going to echo on out. This might be hard for Nongshim.
The TP cancelled as well. Unfortunate for Persia. Now Nongshim just trying to trudge their way forward, but the judge brings justice. Francis and Ivy though not backing down. Smooth criminals in their own way, but Primi to fire back. They're all blocked off at this little toe point, but Ivy still bringing things right back to the 1v1. Jit Boys getting the spam forward, and he brings Talon up to that crucial gains. Nongshim though, just throwing caution to the wind, straight into B site for the quick TP spike plant play.
Oh,
but Thai is spotted ahead of it.
No one's protecting him. He's going for the plant and then to try and get on out there. And now how do you get the spike back? It's Persia.
No chance.
This is probably done. This is absolutely an unheard of situation for Nongshim to get back in.
Oh, and they're just continuing to spray a hail of bullets going all the way through at this
Potential to come on out.
Right, play with numbers. You got the flash, possibly GravNet coming back as well.
And if you keep pushing as Ivy, you would probably assume that Primi would have been good for one, but now you've not expected a reflank to come out from Cruz, and it's a 1 versus 3 for Francis.
Uh-oh. How could you possibly know? Francis still trying desperately to keep himself in the game. A 1v3 would be monumental, but it's so tough. He hears the footsteps. Cruz just crouched at the very last. You do have the trip as well as a star for some added support. Nongshim just kind of drawing out the utility early on.
Yeah, Jitboy's taking a little bit of that damage early on with Margaret fighting an opener. You can't quite navigate a secondary one though as Nongshim, so it's a little bit evens here. Margaret down for the count, of course, had a bit of a life map last time on this one. Great shots out from Ivy. If map number 1, he was a bit silent, well, he started to wake up a bit from that second half. Who hasn't? Jitboys. That's an awkward one.
Really tough for Cruz now as well to be put in this 1v4 on the pistol. Then again, Talon were able to kind of bring things back on towards the subsequent rounds. Right now though, just Nongshim to collect.
Thing here with the pistol potentially, but just with the classic and a gate crash to get out of dodge, you would generally hope that Nongshim would not overlook a position like this. And with the drone going through, he's going to have to skedaddle.
Bring them. He can close range Marshall though, kind of using it as musket. So far so good. Reloads, but Cruz back in with a right click.
I just have in my head in a situation like that, if Margaret is there, he needs to be doing texture. Help, help, help. He's missing the shots of the Marshall or any gun. Needs someone to bail him out. But this time, right now, there's an unexpected location of Primi and Killua. And this, I'm talking about needing to be a flawless round, Quack. It might be a 1 versus 1, but no, Dami in for the 4K.
Slaying the mind game so far. It's a lot of early pressure around mid. If you're Nongshim right now, you're a little bit paranoid. And that's why you have a couple of players just to investigate around Art this time.
Oh, waiting for flash.
So close. You got the kills going through towards Talon, though. Numbers and spades. And
I mean, how nerdy is he going to be with lineups?
Precisely that, Komodo. There's still a good chance that Nongshim could come away with a bonus win this time.
Nanos too.
Okay, at least Talon now swarming in together, but the first shot goes great for Ivy. Primi then to trade right back. Now Francis and Margaret to hold up, trying to play for time. Recon in, Hunter's Fury out.
Half defused.
And that's Thigh down to half HP as well. He's trying to jiggle back and forth onto it, but the kill comes in. Just Primi left. On towards Francis. He's trying to stick it all the way through. The shock dart comes in, but it's not enough damage, and the Red Bull clutch picked up by Talon.
That just looks like Francis
To keep Talon on their toes. They have to spend some time now just to check him out. Talon, of course, you know, it's a round where they're kind of throwing things away. If you can find a kill, if you can pick up a rifle, that could mean quite a bit as well. So all of them trying to swarm down this one player right now. They take Ivy down. Margaret, though, not too bad, standing tall. And you have more shots coming in with the Outlaw as well. Talon have to run away.
I mean, they're going to have to go up with the spike, essentially, or die to the rifles. So they do have to just charge on in. And if you're Nongshim, I wouldn't even mind them just disconnecting from this one.
My soldiers rage!
2 from the ult.
Suzume! Just run in! Throw your bodies against Nongshim and find as much as you possibly can. That's it, though. Yes, Nongshim, the Titans in this round, will be able to crush Talon outright. Jitboys with the Soul Rifle being picked up, keeps it in his hands.
That's some good...
Talon, though, all of a sudden, okay, this time it's going to be the A main push out.
Yeah, you got the deep shear wall towards A. You would expect that one to be popped a little bit early in, but now you got all the information as Talon that things are heating up around this B long side of Nongshim, and there's a trade in the kill feed. You've still got advantage as Nongshim.
Talon then trying to reconvene towards Art stairs as well by trying to spam desperately forward. Decent kill from Jitboys. then the Steel Garden coming in. Talon then having to back off because of this. Buys so much time. Nongshim still just keeping Talon away. Jit Boys trying to fight back in, buying time, attention, fourth eye to swing on up, but then another kill. Jit Boys turns it back into 1v1, but he's low HP. Does he have the headshot? Persia off to the classic right clicks, and that's just the perfect way to deal with this fight. Time as well, working against Jit Boys. He tries to go for the tap. Persia in for the right-click shots. Again, you're pushing out.
On a map like Pearl, I mean, you're generally using your salvos and stuff to gain some of this A-main control, right? So it's not the worst idea for them to change it up a little bit and go together as a team on this eco round. A deeper shear wall as well, where you're either putting all the bodies together through it, or you're just baiting it out. Yeah, verticality, you're still not getting over that one, unfortunately. So now it's a lot for Ivy to just kind of hold.
Oh, not expecting that many players.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I highlighted a little bit earlier, right? Ivy and Margaret have been playing a little bit more solo on this map in these sort of scenarios. So if you are able to find one of them and get a trade, you pull for a rifle, you give yourselves an option to be able to clutch around such as this one and steal it.
Yeah, again,
I mean, a risk with a Steel Guard and a Cosmic Divide, imagine.
I don't know about that.
One.
Yeah, you gotta get close enough, and yet Margaret will really push him off of that line. Into the site, though. Cosmic Divide now coming out from Persia as well. Talon might have snuck in, but do they have... Well, the range is one thing. The accuracy is a whole other aspect as well. Now just the positioning from Dabby and Persia to clean things up.
Moment, but whether or not it's through streets, so you pop the camera for the information, you see nothing, well, you know it's outside art.
So they're all around this spot now. Set up perfectly for Killua to find at least one, but tough luck. Dabby not able to make it out alive. Primi then with the Dimensional Drift to retrieve all that beautiful info. Survey complete, he says. And the smokes come up. Hunter's Fury to possibly allow Persia to sneak on through, but it's not going to happen. Cruz says no. Ivy, though, out from stairs. It's undetected. Thigh still kind of turns back around, but it's all down for Cruz, who spins around.
Angle you would expect here, given that the Stinger is the purchased weapon. Timing. I don't actually know if they spotted Persia, and they have absolutely did not. He has just timed them into oblivion. And what can Francis sell over here with a single drone? A dart to become available soon as well. They now actually recognize the camera. So you got to think, as Nongshim, if they're getting information from the camera and street a lot of these rounds, we should be destroying that to remove info from them, because that has been a spot that Talon have just commanded in this map so far. Like, if Nongshim went there, they would be dead.
So kind of broken or recalled. And then the sudden peek out off of timing.
30 seconds though, Quack, and you've still got a Steel Guard on his Killua. He is at the wrong site, so it's down on what Primi can do with the operator. If he misses a shot or dies,
he doesn't have the gate crash out. And up around dugout, it's ooh.
Are they going to smoke that though? Generally, it's, you know, when you've got this small position, you do.
Well, it is Primi. He's going to flash himself into another peek, but shut down by Ivy. Now Killua on site, but not in position to deploy the Steel Garden. This is a tough, a hairy position to be in.
Yeah. Is Jit Boys now going to save? So I'm looking towards Nongshim being able to potentially extend the lead. See what damage Margaret may find, and it's going to be the third to close the round.
Early salvos this time.
Yep. Situate Primi on the line, but is he going to be able to find the opening kill? It's a bit of a more shallower off angle that Darby would have to stay scoped in. Or for Persia to just absolutely book you.
Peeked into it.
I was talking about the credits a little bit earlier and what the expectation was going to be from Talon, that they would be able to force into this round. Now, oh boy.
Flash. Well, decent on the dodge, but still kind of leaving Killua alone in the cold. Jit Boys now getting gunned down as well. Still, once again, back up into the B-long position. Damby is just like... the mentality affecting them a little bit somewhat. Repeatedly looking for the duels. Thaya now at least able to fend off the first assailant. Not the second one.
No longer for this world.
At least for now, giving them the freedom to do what they want. You got another A peek, but it's the outlaw for Damby.
And we're expecting this map to come into the veto, right? We're thinking to ourselves, all right, you've had a week to prep. If you're doing veto check-in, you know what's happening. You're thinking, all right, there's going to be a scenario of counterplays. Not really seeing too much from Talon, unfortunately, at the moment.
Oh, that's a little bit greedy.
Yeah, you're just expecting on the back of an Armageddon that Nongshim are going to respect that and fall all the way back. Not that they're going to re-peek into that one, so that's just great realization from Darby. Some great timing there. With Primi down, with Jitboys down. This is just an eco to come through from Talon. So you're not going to read into this one too much. Been protecting that for the next half moment.
Spike planted.
Hey, we've seen a lot of these rounds in Pacific where someone has been holding an ultimate and they don't use it for the half, and then you're just wondering, well, what if you invested it, right? You know,
it's also tough for him. I mean, you haven't really been put in a scenario where you can't. Yeah.
Which I was a little bit surprised. Like when it was the 4 versus 2 in the previous round, where he's on the back of A site and he's toing and froing between the church side of things and the art side of things. Cruz, see if he can get something here, which it won't. You know, all the members of Nongshim are on the side.
Tough position for Jitboys. See if he can kind of unearth himself from this one. The relay bolt though, the stuns. Still, you got decent support. Assistance out from Killua now, looking for the 3rd kill, but denied.
Plant, eventually, has to go down. Margaret's holding that one. Cosmic Divide starts to fade as well.
Okay, oh, the drone keeps Primi offline for now, but also Cruz to set up a long flank. Spots out the first. Couple of bursts in will remove Margaret from the equation. Just Francis and Persia left. And if you're Talon, you should have a decent idea of where they are. Cosmic Divide to block off Halls. But Nongshim, they're nowhere to be found. Persia, good on the first. Francis for the trade. And it's just Cruz oscillating back and forth into the crosshairs of Francis. What a...
Francis as well with the Hunter's Fury.
Ooh.
Inside of Talon. Well, they don't have a Cruz. They might not have a Thigh.
Okay, they have a Thigh. Well, they have a Killua.
Yes,
they do have a Killua.
So they're 1 away from Dimensional Drift, 1 away from Neural Theft. These can actually be quite large ults in maybe a retake scenario, in a defendable scenario towards this B side.
It's the overdrive, quickly and swiftly dealt with. Hunter's Fury allows for some cushioning though, but now gotta watch out for the spike. Plant, Razor Vines keeps Talon away.
A couple of stars as well for Persia here.
To continue blocking off potential sight lines. Meanwhile though, Talon still dicey, but Primi now coming online. The heaven position, the dimensional drift into the peek out from Persia, where Thigh for Talon suggests for them to possibly push through.
Well, it suggests a little bit of awkwardness for Francis, so needed the timing of this smoke. It's a fake and it's gorgeous. Persia, Francis with info as well.
The
More
stun
kills
from the
to be
back.
collected, and this round is just turning upside down for Talon.
Just Thigh. How can he possibly turn this back around on its head? Back in towards Link, and he's got so many targets. Now spotted out by Ivy. There's no chance in hell.
It's available, already set up for a good flash. You've got Thorns as well to make things a little bit tricky with 30 seconds to go. You know the Talon are going to end here.
Yep, all the rotation straight in. Even with some shots whiffed past, it's okay. We've got the judge, we've got the shots. Every single semi-automatic rifle.
Get out, they can refresh that Nebula at the front.
So it all comes down to A.
Yeah, you're trying to funnel them into A as well. Alarm bot to play first info. And you can pop the Thorns, stave them and hold them back a little bit. Francis finds Primi too.
And that pulls down the attention to the rest of the team. They have to launch a quick assault into sight, but it's being halted. The drone, the players all marking the positions, darts towards the back, and a lot of paranoia for the players on the side of Talon. They're checking their sixes, they're looking towards their front. Jitboys then pushing out, and Killua suddenly finding the lineup. Off towards the back though, Margaret with the Ghost. He had a judge, so looking for the range. Just Ivy left, who hasn't really been spotted. He's got nothing but a Ghost in hand. Talon will be able to find the fight.
Oh, this is risky for Primi. You'd hopefully see him get the kill, or either traded by Killua.
Meanwhile for Margaret as well. Look at how he sidesteps the angle. Primi though now finding Dambi.
Got the kill.
It's Alpha Sight now. Connector position, as well as dugout. Francis. Salvo's coming in for the hit, and that's when Killua finds his mark.
Yeah, we've seen Francis really favor jumping up on top of that half wall to try and do some things, so this time an expected one
again
for our Talon.
Yeah, this time they've got the lurks all around as well. Even if Ivy wants to try, he can't really make it out alive. 2 left.
Extra numbers here.
Utility as well, possibly into different spots, and then to allow for Dambi to slither through. Decent shot coming out from Francis. Margaret as well, and the numbers have turned around.
And now it's down to Persia. How early do you spot out this information to drop your Nebula, to ask for some assistance? Well, now you know.
Oh.
My ult's ready.
Will you stay alive long enough as well for the rest of the team to get into space?
Cruz is just going for the plant, and his shoulder was sticking out. I don't know about that one, Chief.
Killed down into 2, thanks to the shoulder peeking out, and he snaps onto the last as well. That's time.
Yep. Everybody changed together on TALON to go in towards the B site. You
Quick
need to see
rotation
something big from Persia again.
Oh, and he's playing hooky around this smoke. Jit Boys, though, so far so good on the recognition. But the spam is now coming out from Danby. Even odds. Hunter's Fury just gives him a little bit more advantage time. And then for Ivy to look for the shots with the elevated position. Fastlane now out. Where is Primi, though? Oh, good on the first and the next. Now down for Francis and Ivy to try to look for a bit more spacing, but also considering the save as well as the exit. Francis out of position. And that's just going to be TALON obtaining the kills in space.
Superstar moments.
As well as the reads and the calls. Call this time, though, having 2 successful B hits thus far. Into A this time, TALON. But you got 3 marching up B long from Nongshim, and that immediately deletes Jit Boys.
Yeah, what are they favoring on the orb over there as well to get closer to any ultimates? You've lost Ivy now at this A site. You've got Margaret surrounding it, but he has to wait for this Nebula to fade.
Cosmic Divide as well, possibly, but we'll see if Killua and Gang are able to create more space towards back site. The shear wall instantly placed. Steel Garden at ready.
Yeah, be big.
Spots him out. He's not going for it just yet. There we go. Finds the kill, and then Steel Garden ripped away. So less chance for Nongshim, but they've avoided it so far. So back into position. Primi did not expect that whatsoever. Killua, can he hold down with just the Phantom now? Tries to reposition and regroup with his teammates, where Margaret then springs out from stairs! He's lined them up! Just the last one left alive, and it's Thai. The rookie has so much to do in this one spot, and Nongshim are not letting him come back into the fight.
There's no time.
Nongshim, though, can't. Spoiler around the site. The spike goes down regardless.
Oh, Ivy. See what the Steel Garden might do here as Jit Boys finds Margaret.
Steel Garden, there it goes. In for a chance for Danby to really wreak some havoc onto the site itself.
Yeah,
Thai, though, with a shorty, so quick. Still, the gun's not available to TALON, and this could end it all. Just Jit Boys, who, unfortunately, up around by the pillar. It's a tough obstacle in his face. He needs to find and land the shots, but it's not gonna happen. Persia ends it all. Francis as well as he finds the shots. Final scoreline, 13. Does he have the flicks? The shots are peppering over, but he's still keeping. He's playing keep away.
Oh, Margaret has just found Jit Boys going for a bit of a jump spot over towards B main, and with Primi falling too, maybe this round might be over. You stretch out through market, you get towards the B site, and Cruz is going to be cascaded off.
He does push into it, though. Ah, but Danby, quick on the draw. Just the 2 players left alive, and they've got so much space to cover.
Camera's going to be available soon for Margaret as well. You've got the high tide now, but it's the information from Ivy. There's both of them. Can he get out? Okay, he's bailed.
Salvos. Decent kill for Killua, but still, yeah, you know, they...
Or not, because, well, if they don't, then it's just an unfortunate series of events for TALON in the round.
It's already beginning to look like it's building up to that. You know, you got the smokes both going in towards A, and TALON were not entirely sure if the hit was going over. Just Primi on the A side is quickly dealt with.
Gotta be careful for the overextensions, though, for an individual member on this Nongshim side, but now you start to piece things together, maybe. Oh, we've seen a take 1 instance of Yoru in his career.
It's going to be the second?
I mean, I don't remember it. I don't think they got the dub, judging by stats, but I may be wrong. Maybe this is where we need our resident Nongshim expert in Chobot to have the law. But this sort of round,
fair enough.
It doesn't take an expert to kind of consider that Jit Boys is not going to win.
Wow, even with the GravNet, yep. Somewhere.
Salvo's in. Jit Boys does have GravNet as well, but the high tide starts to fade.
Oh, and Margaret towards the back. Spotted out by the stealth drone, thankfully, but still the outlaw shot all the way from A main, blocking off the first point of contact.
Oh, Margaret's lurk.
Oh my god.
Depending on timing.
Oh. Okay, just around the back of the crates, so Jit Boys has information to go for the kill now, but in towards A main again. Still, Ivy, Persia, they're both able to block things off. It's a pseudo crossfire considering hell, and it's a tough position for Cruz to fight off of. Pushed out of the door, and it's just Thai left. Oh, look at that. Pepper shot's over with the classic right clicks. Francis from the back. He's thrown in your face. Meanwhile, for TALON, you might have the double sentinel, but how much can it really do when you're being tossed with so many uncertainties. Right now, it's Dabby down middle, but you have no idea that there are players all across the map. Oh, the shot's whiffed though, but Margaret will be able to recover at least one. It does get a chuckle out of Dion. Oh my god.
That's a hurtful laugh as well, because that one just looks absolutely just disgusting from Margaret, and not in the good way. Now though, maybe some stability, as it's just going to be Thai left with 60 HP.
Half. Meanwhile, if you're Talon though, mental form has been something that's affecting them. Oh, look at that. Even
yeah, not able to take. This is the time where I think, what traps are you setting up? Center util at A, leave Primi there. Rest of your forces towards B.
We'll see what the forces can do. So far, so good on the off angle. Killua off of the blooming cyber cage as well. Trying to hold tight. Ivy, though, slowly trickling forward until Cruz goes in for the sidestep. At this point, 50 seconds remaining on the clock, sure, but surely not Komodo.
I mean, damage, really. The credits aren't in full control of Talon whilst they're, you know, around the 1500, 2k mark, but they're pretty gorgeous for Nongshim, so any damage you can potentially find here would be good. Get closer towards an ulti perhaps as well, but now with just Persia and position locked in from the Archros, he'll just take the ulti orb on the map for
they can hear him.
For his takeaway.
He's going to try to at least play for the crosshair flick, but yeah.
Reckoning in.
To where? To B.
Yeah, to mark it for a bit of a B split. 30 seconds to go. They don't need to stick around here. I mean, I'm looking at Persia, who's still towards this A site.
Right? Forces Talon to scatter and try to pick up the pieces, because now you're not entirely sure. Just Primi to try to hold for the angle. He does walk away with that one kill, the stray bullet catching square on Francis's head. So controller gone now, and that could help out in the post-plant scenarios, but...
I mean, Killer was gone, right? As well, so no Steel Garden. A bit of a sleeping Ivy means it's a 3v3.
So not too bad, just throw it in towards Generator where no one's hiding, so maybe some information to then collapse in towards Hell. Margaret, he's got a good chance, but full swarm. Now Dambi out from the flank. Not detected so far until he gets a shot at the thigh. 2v2, but good shots from Jit Boys. Dambi desperately jumps and dives in with the shorty, but still Jit Boys able to...
The board, however, and Army this time can secure all of the information with the Dimensional Drift. Flip it over though, Quack, and Primi with the Operator. No one's looking for him to push on out, and he does get away. There's a second from Cruz. Nice 3 versus 5. If Talon want to allow the plant to go down, they can. But now, I mean, Ivy, please don't be doing this one. He bites off more than he can chew.
And the Steel Garden ripped. So if you're Francis as well as Persia, not a lot of chances left. Paranoia to block off A main as well. And it's just Francis hiding inside of Hell. Certainly detected soon enough. Primi thankfully saving his teammates from certain doom. Francis to spray, but Primi coming back in once again. He's back again.
Yeah, just making sure that when there's numbers advantages for Talon, they're settling down a little to be successful in the post.
Barring now. Cruz, though, this time with an op in play, in for the grab that combo for Jit Boys. Cruz then holding the angle. Does Nongshim expect it? Certainly not. They haven't been here before.
Yeah, hard to get him off that angle.
True.
As I mentioned though, Quack, using the Dimensional Drift off the get-go to try and get some early information was probably what I expected to come out in a scenario like that. Primi has just absolutely booked Darby.
He's got the hot hands this time.
Oh, and no one's
spotting out Margaret, but yes. 3 players.
Not expecting him, and it's another 5 versus 3 where the plant goes down. How successful have we seen Talon in these retakes? 100% of the time, and what do they have online now still? Cruz with an Armageddon that can absolutely rip you a new one at the right spot.
Jit Boys for the flank as well, but he's currently being marked by Persia.
Yeah, but Persia's really deep. He'd need his Paranoia to come into play.
It's good information at least for the rest of Talon to then throw on more utility. Francis trying to survive inside of the cove. Killua to bring out the guns, and then for Persia as well as Ivy. Counter Armageddon back in onto the spike to buy some time, but it's been halved.
Yeah.
Killua hiding inside of the smoke as well. They're sticking it all the way through. Killua springing out forward, trying to swap over onto the shorty. Ivy comes close.
But it's full control for Talon, and they kind of want to go for this. I can't blame them. I mean, how many times have they been getting opening duels? This time, Darby answers back, but immediately Nongshim lose their smokes.
Yeah. Off towards A as well. At least, though, information then for Talon to regroup.
Oh, the timing.
Dambi. They found him.
And that comes down to maybe some inexperience and timing on this Yoru as well. Pushing all the way through the guts of mid like that. You're turning around at the wrong moment. Now Francis is in the open, and it's just for a trade.
Spike down mid.
All of these shots.
Economical situation is turned around. Premi opts for the Outlaw. Margaret has been playing B main so far, but ooh, the shots somewhat whizzing by.
But it's another opener. Killer on a Francis this time.
Just a fake, so more reactions out now from TALON. And Dambi kind of calls it clear for his team to sneak in. He holds space around tree.
Oh, he's
pop flash over, but yeah, that just definitely shows possibly Margaret to assist. Still though, with all the utility coming in, the numbers and spades as well for TALON. You got possible grab net, swings out for Primi. He obtains 2 more. Chip Boys to finish things off.
That was really nice timing on the arc race from Killua. As soon as the smoke starts to fade, you pop that one out.
Hold up.
Triple snipers!
Hold up a minute. Seriously? Well,
one of them's
many
gonna work.
angles.
Yeah, Darby's just dry peeked out of bloody time like this while smoking up towards short. It was a deeper high tide that you just disrespect as Primi.
You might not expect the second, the third up. Primi re-peeks, gets spammed through. Great shot by Francis.
And now you got to contend with Killua, who rips the steel guard, and in respect and in answer to the reckoning.
He swapped off his off, thankfully.
As I said, there would be a gun that he could switch between, and that's a bad TP from Persia on top of the shear to get over it.
Enough ammo for possibly a second, maybe a third kill as well. Tucks himself into the corner, spots the barrel, and that's instantly ripped away! The last one now, Francis, and he's stuck! Tries to look for the escape plan into B main, but he gets spotted out by Jit Boys! Noise towards middle.
Yeah, it's all 5 for Talon though towards this A side, and it's go time. Primi, gone.
Peppered through the smokes.
Dies low as well.
Still, opportunity for Nongshim abound. Talon, they might have the sight, but this is where that utility comes in. The double sentinel, all-around generator, and they can potentially buy so much time. Now Killua peppering his own shots forward, but what is this? The wallbang for Margaret!
Yeah, it's weird.
Okay, repositions in towards Hell. Hiding inside of the survival smoke. Killua needs to find the shots. Jit Boys comes in with the assistance. Margaret dropping down, but the utility not coming in alive. It's just Cruz, and he doesn't have any salvos either. The defuse getting stuck all the way through, and Nongshim answers back.
So Nongshim have now found both pistols. Cruz getting a couple of good cheeky kills at the end of that one, but they're legs up through mid. They're going to have to break the trap wire, and this is where Darby with an outlaw, if he wants to go for the challenge there, potentially could get overwhelmed.
His Gig Crush has expired, so he's going to play for a different position, but that's when then Persia comes in with the out-dueled position on the Bulldog. Okay, Dambi back in. Talon looking to recover.
Margaret's trap wire not going to do anything for him as Ivy
so far so good though, repositions with a Spectre! The last shot going through and Dambi nailing the...
A pseudo in it as well, right? You got the flash on the Arc Rose that can certainly do that. Now though, Jit Boys, you're done. And that's an opener, which Ivy technically pilfers. Saying it's a couple of rounds in the beginning for Talon where they have to get ready for what Nongshim throw their way. And then they might wake up.
That's where the adaptability comes back into question. All of a sudden the swings from both ends and Talon caught unaware.
This may very well
into 2 players from Nongshim marking tiles. Persia spots him.
Yeah, just don't give him the solo duel here. Make sure you go in together as a team. Which somehow Cruz finds both of them.
But he's so low.
5 HP. He gets closer towards the Armageddon here. He's one with death. And he gets another one, so he's got it for the next round. Okay, I think you're kind of okay. Like, if they're going to be able to make work of this one again, Armageddon and Annihilation, if they want to try and contend with it.
Gonna have to be a monstrous flash play. Grab net right now, though, against Dambi, and unfortunately he will bite the bullet. Francis, however, bailing his team out of the tough situation. Just Cruz left, and he swings into his ultimate doom. Nongshim
won't know that he's done that much damage to Killua. But I don't think you can call for the team to come back to B, can you?
Yeah, not enough. Killua's got to do a little bit more. Meanwhile, towards the A side, just a full hit, and down with a TP, the corner left unchecked. Jit Boys finally coming up with the goods, but still, it's not enough. Killua?
He got Francis, but can you... I mean, you're going to have to call for Cruz to get over here. How much time can you buy by yourself?
That's the whole thing. He might have flashes, he might have vines, but...
They could technically leave and try to cut him off. This is why Killua has to go back and help Cruz get across. Ivy, he actually could give them an opportunity here.
Oh, Killua, he's peppered Ivy down by a bit. Cruz!
There's the opportunity. He's given them a 2 versus 2.
Overstick. Further time being bought.
Arc Rose 2.
Killua hiding inside a boathouse, both players. Trying to play it safe. Oh, and off the flash, it's gonna be a great kill. Just Dabby left, and he marches forward until the Phantom. That might do it.
No.
Especially in with the utility now coming out. Oh, Primi though, he's just gonna gate pass all of it. On for the sharp blades into the site where Margaret trying to play
20
anchor.
seconds.
Camera as well. And then for the mid-round calling back into the A site. Francis though, so far so good. Puts up the high tide. Jitboys jumps on over. What?
He needed a shoot. He didn't need a Ferrari peek him.
Unfortunate for Francis, but you still got Ivy around the corner. Down for the trade. Killua. Do you have the calls right now? Final decision making back into the B site. And Nongshim, they have pieces on the board. Margaret to receive the first.
Play for time. 20 seconds.
20 seconds. And TALON continue forward with their march. Armageddon now at the best possible time. And it puts TALON into a bit of a precarious position, trying to lock down in towards Boathouse though at the very least, and they found those kills. Margaret not able to stay alive either. Killua sticks the plant, and it's just Francis and Ivy. They peeked out, and they get shut down. Francis desperately looking for a kill, anything possible, but TALON. Francis trying to get out.
Locating targets.
Again, TALON sending up the stealth drone towards mid. And that's an opening double. Another 5 versus 3. Jitboys has found both of them, and Darby is on an island by himself. Only good for one. Down with the ship.
Unfortunately, the rest of the team might continue to sink as well. Not too bad though, Margaret.
Okay. But it's still a 3 versus 2. You've got a lot of gaps around the map now that Cruz... Can he shift underwards this trapwire? No, he's going to jump into it. And he will get taken down by Persia. Okay, 2 versus 2 now.
Just finds his scalp. So...
Oh, but this is risky, Quack.
Possibly able to turn things around. Yes, still risky. Jitboys coming back in with the assistance, and both of them wide swing.
Baited by round.
Attempting to go for it. He's had a life game before.
He's got to have the idea, though, that this position is possible. He has to shift into it. It's confirmed, but it doesn't matter. Jitboys comes through with a 4K. One from Ivy.
Okay, reckoning for info as well.
But what can he do?
Oh, maybe they'll peek out into it to find as many kills as possible. That'd be good for the first. Pops up over to the pop flash, but Primi does get away until he's tagged up. Thigh though, then looking for the lurk kill. All of a sudden into the A side. Persia had no earthly idea. Dabby and Ivy though, finding shots right back.
3 versus 2
as well, so he's not able to really pull out utility just yet, but I assume soon enough. Got a great chance to, yep. Let that one rip. Straight off through into heaven, and now you know that Abby's right in hell. Cruz finds a shot, looks for the flick onto Margaret, but Margaret able to snap one right back. Accuracy in spades. And it's just Jitboys left. Needs to come up with the goods. He's got the first one so far. Can he find the clutch? It's a hopping Ivy! Be hopping off to the sides with a right click. It keeps Nongshim in the game.
Call that a kangaroo hop in my neck of the woods on that one. He's just bouncing up and down to try, and Killua gets out the steel guarded in a couple.
Depending on how the situations play out right now, at least it's just a conceded A main and a quick hit from Primi, but instantly gunned down by Ivy as well. So right now,
yeah,
down to the anchor positions as well as the flank checks. Killua so far so good on the entry.
Process needs help.
Whoa! And he puts up a big wall just to keep himself alive in the corner, but it gets spotted out by TALON. Now further kills being found. Cruz cutting off on the rotations, and it's just Ivy left. Does he find the clutch? Salvos might be back in 3 seconds, but the TP as well. And that's just further distractions until Cruz swings out from the back.